Hi guys, welcome to the 7 Money Show with me, your host Sean. As you are aware, I've been mucking about with the format a bit. Let me know which you prefer, the camera on or the camera off. I know my wife prefers the camera off, but that's because she has to look at my face. But you two guys too. Anyway, jokes aside, let's get on with the show. And we can, I've been asked why I'm against Lordstown motors, and because of my video regarding the red flags that have cropped up. I'm not against it. I have merely stated that there are a lot of red flags with it. I want it to succeed because I'm heavily invested in Workhorse, and Workhorse has a 10% stake in it. In my opinion, if it succeeds, it's undervalued. It's got a shout out from the president. It was in front of the White House. It's got a ton of pre-orders, so it's got a lot going for it. Now, you could hedge the Workhorse USPS deal by investing in it. Look at it, it's at $18 a share. But because if the Workhorse gets contract, they will use Lordstown Motors plant, and Lordstown Motors will earn money from it, and there will be no loss. Well, there won't be as much loss. However, sort of truth to be said about the other way round. If Lordstown Motors is to be a success, Workhorse has 10% stake in it, so you have that going for it. My opinion is that why I'm in Workhorse rather than Lordstown Motors is they're around the same price. If Workhorse was at $30 and DPHC was at $18, I could make a case for going in DPHC. I was in DPHC, and I did sell at a profit, but you will get my analysis after this. And don't forget to hit that lovely like button, almost as lovely as me. Helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting the video out to more people. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Become part of the 7 Money Show family. We give each other hints and tips and updates about stocks and shares we talk about on the show. As well as that, you can ask me to look into any share you want, and I don't charge a Discord fee or ask for a Patreon. All I do ask is for you to comment in the box below and hit the like button. Even if you disagree with me, especially if you disagree with me, I like a debate. And if I do something wrong, I want you to call me on it so I can improve the channel. And why not check out the links in the description below? There's lots of offers. I've used each one of them myself. I wouldn't give you links if I haven't checked them out myself. If you're looking for a free trading platform which should trade your stocks and shares, you know, you can get a free share worth up to £200 for signing up and depositing a small amount. A free trade only requires a £1 deposit. The others require £100 or dollars, depending on which one you go for. Stake has over 3,500 US stocks on their books, which is the biggest one outside of the US. Whereas Trading 212 is one of the best and easiest platforms to use. But as I said, I use all three. Anyway, on with the show. Now, I have been asked about a price point for the contract, and I have a price point for every percentage of the contract they have. I've worked out how much revenue they're projected to bring in from the current sales. I do it on a price to sales of 12, and if they get 22% of the contract, this is based on the 40,000 vehicle rumour, and this is purely, and if you haven't seen my video on that, it's in the EV playlist. But if you haven't seen, if you don't know about it, basically the firm offer that the interest gets reduced from 4% to 2.7% is if they get above a 40,000 truck order or above from USPS. Now, if they get that truck order, which is at 20 to 25% of the contract, then with the revenue they get from 22% all USPS order, on an average of the contract being worth 6.3 billion, because anything other than that is just rumours, we can work out that the correct Workhorse share price should be $28. That's without Lordstown Motors, the 10% interest in Lordstown Motors factored in. And once they have merged, it will be 6 months before Workhorse can sell their stake in Lordstown Motors, although I don't think they will unless they are forced to. But anyway, on with the program. Now, Lordstown Motors has a nice EV, but it's nothing revolutionary. It has some good tweaks and twerks to it, some good points, but it is not revolutionary. There's nothing brand spanking new, nothing that makes it stand outish. There are things there where someone might say, I'll choose this over another EV, but to tell the truth, there's nothing there that would make me choose it over any other EV. The pre-orders, they're pre-orders, they can be cancelled. You get companies who make pre-orders for every EV motor company, and it will be more than a year before they start producing it. Now, I have a video that lists the red flags. I suggest you check it out, and it'll be in a card above the screen. But I'm not here to put people off of going into Diamond Peak Holdings. I want Lordstown to succeed, because then my shares in Workhorse will succeed a little bit more. Workhorse, they have revolutionary products. At the time of recording, they are the only ones doing the final mile delivery vans. Ryvian, I know, produced one, but that was under duress from Amazon. They are not mass producing them. I've done a video on that in the past. I've done a video on final mile delivery workhorse killer called Arrival, but they won't be out for another couple of years. So, and that's a UK based one. You have to also look at the fact that it's the only company that has a patent where the drone comes out of the van. Now that is very important. People are dismissing this. Having a patent on a drone isn't important, but the fact that the drone can come out of the van is, because that means if you're going to go for an autonomous, which is the end goal for these final mile delivery vans, if you're going for autonomous on this, you want the drone to come out of it.
the van. Otherwise, you might, if you need someone to take the drone out of the van and put it by the side of the road, there's no point in having it autonomous and paying for autonomous on it. Sorry for the background noise, we are outside. But with Workhorse, they can do that. Now, they also said they're putting in refrigerated units in there, which makes me think they're going after the Walmart, the Asda, and all the other supermarket chains. Which shows me they're not merely relying on a USPS deal. If they don't get the USPS deal, they will have enough money for almost 3 years burn rate. Whereas before, the biggest argument was they haven't got enough money to sustain them. Now, you need to compare all these things, and they're constantly increasing the range of their vehicles. On top of this, the fact that not only California but now New York has okayed them for vouchers, which aren't easy to do. They have to go through a lot of tests, not just for the C1000 but also their new van, the C6, which gives them up to 48,000 off of each truck. Now, this in itself, I'm not sure how much these trucks cost, but this in itself, anyone who was on the fence with buying one may take a punt because of this. Now, in order to qualify for that, they have to either scrap or get rid of their old diesel truck that they were using before. Now, I do think Workhorse has a higher potential, which is a reason why Ark Invest keeps on it, buying up more of them. I'm not someone who blindly follows Ark Invest and Kathy would, but it's good to have that validation. Now, I hope you've enjoyed today's show. Don't forget to hit that like button and comment in the box below. Again, I apologise for the background noise.